Disclaimer: I doesn't claim any of the arts. All the picture shown belongs to the respective artist and company. If you are original owner and want me to remove the video, I will do it immediately. Just send me an email to inform me. And if you like my content, please subscribe to the channel. Story begins and we see a huge monster suddenly appeared and started to wreck everything in sight. The people living in the city were filled with fear and ran away to save themselves. In the chaos, a young boy stood frozen in the middle of the street, gazing at the monster. As he watched, he felt a strange, tingling sensation on his face. Looking down, he saw that there was a spark of electric energy in his hand. Suddenly, the boy was struck by a mysterious power, causing him to scream in agony as he fell into a dark, unknown abyss. The scene changes, and we see a strange energy entering the boy's mind. He wakes up right after the energy touches his head. He realizes that he has awakened a special ability, but he is confused about why he has such a unique vision. He wonders if he is just imagining things because of this awakening. 100 years earlier, many rifts in space opened above Earth. Powerful creatures from other dimensions invaded the planet, threatening the survival of humanity. However, this dimensional energy also awakened special abilities in some humans. A small number of people discovered their unique talents, marking the beginning of the era of talents. After the boy wakes up, his sister rushes in to see how he is doing. She asks him if he has finished awakening his talent. When he hears this, he picks up a stone with a strange symbol on it. The stone tells him that the talent he awakened is a weak-tier talent. The boy feels disappointed because he knows that a weak-tier talent won't be very helpful to him. He worries that he is doomed for life and throws the stone to the ground, feeling helpless about how he will protect his sister if he cannot become a great warrior. His sister bursts into his room, curious about how his talent evaluation went. The boy smiles and tells her that his talent is amazing. She beams with joy upon hearing this. With a grin, he promises her that he will become a strong martial warrior to keep her safe. His sister jumps with excitement, declaring that her big brother is the best. She invites him to the living room, saying she has made his favorite meal to celebrate his awakening. As his sister leaves the room, a status window appears in front of him. The window shows his sister's name, Yu, her cultivation talent as low tier, and her frost talent as low tier and not yet awakened. The boy is taken aback by the status window and wonders why it has appeared. When he reaches out to touch it, the window changes to display his own information. His name is Uwan, and his cultivation talent is weak tier. Uwan is shocked to see this information. While he is staring at the status window, his sister takes his hand and urges him to come eat before the food gets cold. The moment Yu touches Uwan's hand, another status window pops up, revealing that Yu's cultivation talent and frost talent can be copied. Uwan is astonished and confused by this revelation. The system asks him if he wants to copy his sister's talents. He can hardly believe that he has the ability to copy other people's talents. Suddenly, he realizes that this power could completely change his situation. Uwan heads to the dining room to eat with his sister. He understands that his ability to copy talents is incredibly powerful, but he hesitates to test it on Yu. He decides against copying her talent because he knows it is better than his own. When she eventually awakens her frost talent, which is very rare, she will be able to easily defeat her opponents. Recognizing that both he and his sister have been blessed with extraordinary abilities, he glances at a picture of their deceased parents and reassures them that they can rest easy now. Uwan decides to venture into the city to test his ability. Once he arrives, he activates his power, and the system begins scanning the area for talents. After using his ability for a while, Uwan realizes that he can only see talents within a 3-meter range. As he searches, he finds that everyone around him has low-tier abilities. He longs to copy a mid-tier talent, so he resolves to visit the academy to see if he can find any. Uwan knows he can enter the academy since he has awakened a talent, even if it is a weak tier one. However, he is aware that copying someone else's talent might alter his own, so he cannot apply to an academy that requires a talent evaluation. He decides to go to Linhai Base 5th Academy, where he believes many people will have mid-tier talents. A smile spreads across his face as he realizes that, thanks to his copying ability, he will become stronger than everyone else at the academy. Thank you for watching my video so far. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. 10 days later, Eaton arrived at the 3rd Martial Stadium of the Lanai Bay 5th Academy, where he became a student. In class, the instructor informed the students that to become martial warriors, they must first train as martial apprentices. This training begins with mastering the body training technique. The instructor announced that he would teach this technique today, explaining that they would know they had succeeded when they could create an air vortex in front of their chests. Uwan and his classmates began to practice the technique. However, after some time, several students began to faint. A plump boy beside Uwan alerted the instructor about the situation. The instructor dismissed the boy's concerns, telling him to focus on himself instead of the useless pieces of trash. Uwan was surprised to find he could not create an air vortex and wondered if his talent was too low to succeed. Eventually, all the other students fainted, leaving Uwan as the only one still trying. When the instructor ended the class, he expressed his disappointment, stating that they were the worst students he had ever taught. He urged them to follow the example of a student named Chin Dong and to keep their spirits high. After class, Uwan asked his chubby friend Zhang Ba about Chin Dong. Zhang Ba explained that Chin Dong was exceptional, having become a martial apprentice in just half a month, and that the principal had taken him as his disciple. Zhang Ba showed Uwan a paper with the principal's signature, suggesting that once Chin Dong became as strong as the principal, that signature would be valuable. Uwan was impressed by Zhang Ba's calculating nature. As they walked through the school, Uwan noticed many students buzzing with excitement over Chin Dong's presence. When Chin Dong appeared, students eagerly sought his autograph. Zhang Ba rushed to get another signature. Uwan smiled at Chin Dong and activated his ability to assess talent, discovering that Chin Dong had mid-tier cultivation talent. With an arrogant expression, Uwan approached Chin Dong, who told the crowd to calm down and that he was there to encourage everyone on behalf of the teachers. He asked them to stop asking for autographs, fearing he would become a laughingstock among his friends. When Uwan suggested that if they couldn't get an autograph, they should shake his hand instead, Chin Dong agreed. He began shaking hands with various students, offering them words of encouragement. When it was Uwan's turn, he smiled slyly. As they shook hands, their palms began to glow. Chin Dong encouraged Uwan to work hard. After greeting everyone, Chin Dong decided to leave. As he walked away, Uwan felt pleased because he had obtained his talent. That night, Uwan went to a cave in the mountains. Inside, he checked his status window, which confirmed that he had successfully copied the talent and asked if he wanted to fuse it. Uwan was curious about whether the talent would be beneficial or harmful, and also puzzled by a vision he had seen before acquiring the talent. He chose to proceed with the fusion. As soon as he agreed, tiny balls of light surrounded him, and he felt a sharp pain in his chest. He clutched his chest and screamed, crawling on the ground, shocked by the intensity of the pain. Gradually, the pain subsided, and he discovered that his cultivation talent had improved to mid-tier. Realizing that the pain was worth it, a status window appeared, indicating a cool-down time of 30 days for his talent. Uwan understood he could copy a talent every 30 days and marveled at how powerful his ability was. Eager to test the body training technique taught by the instructor, Uwan quickly positioned himself. To his astonishment, an air vortex formed effortlessly in front of his chest. He realized that his talent could enable him to surpass a martial warrior and become a great martial warrior. 1 month later, a monster invaded the city. The scene shifted to a young girl and her father walking together. The girl asked her father what they would have for dinner, and he replied they could eat whatever she wanted. As they moved away from Uwan, he reflected on how he had become a martial apprentice, aware that he still had a long journey ahead to become a martial warrior. The scene changed again, showing blood in the air as a lamp fell. The monster attacked, biting the father's head off. Uwan turned around, sensing something wrong, and saw blood everywhere. The little girl cried out for her father while Uwan stood frozen in fear. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Support this channel by liking this video and subscribing the channel. And if you want me to recap another manhwa or manga, write its name on comment section.